draft? Are we going to favor their draft again in the second game?
Sure, I think they got the stuff.
Sure. You feel like they have the stuff, so we'll see if they do indeed. First, a word from EGB.
Everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath.
Big fan of that word. I think early on it's very difficult for you to be able to get information up on high ground. Like you kind of are forced to put a sentry there. Not everyone has abilities, all four abilities to be able to catch out some of the vision. So, like it's still gonna take a long time, right? This is new patch, new map. You know, we've been on it for a couple of weeks now, so it's gonna. The supports need to geek out and find all these crazy wards.
What do you think is the first thing I did, dude?
Yeah, just run across the map.
Pretty much. Look at some of the great YouTube content creators as well. They've got some good little tips and tricks.
Who's the go-to?
I like he didn't have one about wards, but there's a guy called like Dismantled that I really like. Yeah, the icon is a mantle of intelligence.
Kushi? Alright, first blood picked up, but it's gonna be a Sven. He's able to find it. Vaja does have a level advantage, so should be able to get a decent chunk of damage into Munkushi. Won't be able to get the kill, but he's got no more regen to play with. Pantomin's gonna be forced to get. But I guess one disadvantage with playing this melee 4 is that it's much more difficult for the Spirit Breaker to make stacks, which again is so vital when you have a Sven. Like this hero thrives when you're able to increase his net worth. We'll see. Panto's in some trouble trying to sidestep the skill, but Vaja is going to be on the mark. And I will not be there. Of course, it does put the attention elsewhere from securing the runes. In fact, Ankrad, if wanted to snipe the kill to Hellscream as he's moving over inside the river, Cole's going to be expended for that, but a freebie for the puck.
Lane was already pretty heavily pushed in. Malrine maybe just wanting to get a little bit closer to the career, which I believe was delivering the Orb of Corrosion. Maybe shoving out that lane one more time. But
whoa! Oh, that was really cool. I think it was a vacuum just before the charge connected with a slight stun. And Gilga's positioning with a charge from behind caught him off guard too. Really beautifully done from
mana pool to be able to play around with, at least until he gets into those arcane boots for himself. But we're just trying to dodge out this lane as much as possible now. Not going to be the case though.
Oh, Gilgi might go down as well. They're going to jump the wall, but that won't really help them out too much. Nice rotation. Marine to bottom. They're able to get the kill. A couple ultimates expended. They're a little bit cautious as well from some rotations. They see Ankrad, right? Like surely that's where maybe some of the extra damage will come through. I guess we need to get to that stage just yet. Is inside the river. A lot of damage out of the Pangolier early on. They're going to drop the coil. It's only Gilgi here at the moment to follow up the Glink. Send Ankrad over to the north. Still with the Frostbite holds him down. So able to get the kill nonetheless onto Malrine, and they'll continue about chasing him out. So the deck is down as well as Hellscream. Stays alive for a decent chunk of time. It's going to enable Vaja to look to try and hit back, and they won't be able to get the kill onto Gilgis, who are in the under 2-for-1, but of course that's going to heavily favor one move as they're able to finally slow down Malrine's game.
Ankrad didn't have the blinkers on either. He made sure, even so close to that team fight, most of the time you
did coil along the wall and still 4 heroes down here. They want to try and continue to put some pressure into the Morphling to help secure the tower. They've got the catapult wave, Violent falling lower and lower. Malrine's going to try and even TP in as well to provide some assistance. Frostbite's there to hold him down.
Doing it.
Have they got the control though? Static Storm's going to give Malrine an opportunity to turn with the Rolling Thunder. It's only going to turn to Panto though. It's not the greatest target to use all your spells on, but nonetheless they'll get the kill onto the Crystal Maiden, but still a 1-for-1 trade will heavily favor one move.
They end up getting the tower, not quite. Vaja still able to keep that one pressured away, but
it's a big shield crash. Is it enough though? They're wrapping around. Even the techies is coming along with Vaja. It's hoping for a beautiful angle for the RP. They might be able to find out onto Ankrad. Orbs at the ready though, so Puck should be able to get some separation. Vaja's still hunting. The Duke on down, and meanwhile over to the south we saw Gilgir. They were at least able to get the finishing blow onto the Spirit Breaker, but you got to say
quite part of the game. Still only a 1k net worth lead though. Really go either way.
Potentially kill onto Gilgir's. offset some of this. Oh, I thought the static storm clicked onto the puck as well, just in the outskirts. It's an Anchor's going to be okay for the moment. They consider about going back onto the Pango. Panther wanted Anchor to help out with the coil. Maybe it's enough.
Panther, what a chat.
What a play from them, keeping him inside long enough for the Crystal Maiden. The one to actually pump the damage. Meanwhile, top lane actually Sven almost getting a solo kill. Vajra forced to use the RP defensively just to hold back Munkushi.
Yeah, the power of that Echo Saber. I was thinking Panto might be getting a little bit cheeky. Might also say, hey,
One move try and sweep around with this smoke. It's going to be Gilgear and Aincrad in combination together. Smoke's going to pop on the techies, so it looks like unfortunately they're just going to have to get the kill onto the support. They would have loved the juicy target, but won't be able to see an opportunity for that. With Nemiga being down 2,000 gold, what do we feel like the game plan is for them? Because can they even decide where the fights are going to break out, or is it more like they just need to react to the eventual push that we'll see from one move?
I don't even know if they've got the greatest reaction team right now. Like, they do still need someone to give a bit of vision so that you get value out of the disruptor. They've fought CM, but it's CM.
The Crucia's pretty deep though. A great stun from Hellscream is going to stop them in their place with the RP. Disrupts the wall combo. Vajra's going to be able to turn it back around with a
Great freezing field.
Even better. Pantomime once again with the ultimate. Cutting away the health pool. Now Ankrat's going to find an opening towards the backline. Vaughn still with the turner-up potential. Great use of the replicant onto the Spirit Breaker. That's enough to keep them alive, but they still have the coil as well. Ankrat holding that to the last remaining seconds of the team fight. And there won't be an opportunity for the Skewer. So once again, the freezing field from the Crystal Maiden was huge from Panto.
He's playing amazingly this game, isn't he? Just constantly setting himself up in the right.
It seems like Nemiga gonna have a lot of difficulty with one move just running at them over the next couple of minutes.
You'll at least have the pipe for Mag.
Might not have Pango though. A nice reaction out of Hellscream. So able to set up for the static storm. You'll lose Mallory, but you'll trade the life of the twos. And now Vajra's going to be able to get some revenge onto Pantomime as well. But they're looking to hit back as Afterlife and Gilgear once again.
Mukushi's here.
And the Mukushi's ready and waiting in the wings. A double stun. They're going to be able to stop some of the range out of the skill, but it might be enough to disrupt Mukushi.
No way.
He's still looking to chase down Vajra. Defensive RP. Where's the follow-up? They're going to try and skewer deep under the T2 tower. They got Violence going to be in with the waveform as well. Mukushi shrugging off the damage thanks to the war cry. He's going to be able to step on out, but it's not enough. Hellscream gets the kill in the end, and alright, a pretty decent fight from Nemiga.
And the best part of it all for Nemiga is that the Morphling survives the entire time. He comes over only at the very end, but he is still able to be a part of that last little kill onto Mukushi, giving himself a lot of net worth, bringing himself up to that level 12. He will get the kill onto Gilgear as well. So Gilgear was able to pick up the Shadow Blade for himself, but it's not...
Gilgear's hot on his tail. There's going to be no escape for him. So he needs a kill for them to... Dude, they're going to tip him before as well. Oh my god, surely not. That is, that's rough.
Is indeed. I mean, he's got the blink finished up. Mission accomplished bit there.
Going to be from Nemiga. Do you feel like they're going to force a fight in the upcoming seconds with not having the second life to work with?
I think
Mallory? An aggressive go. Going to start onto Panto. Pretty heavy commitment just for the Crystal Maiden, but the Rolling Thunder does have too long of a cooldown, so they're able to secure the kill with ease. They're still ready to go as Gilgear's going to find an opportunity to charge in. Mukushi's well over to the other side. Great blink, though. So bad. Destroys the Stormhammer, so that's a God Strength 2. Of course, doesn't have the longest cooldown, but still 70 seconds is a bit of an opportunity for Nemiga.
Playing around that vision. Not wanting to get picked off too easily. They might find so bad on the backline though, instantly jumps.
Should be able to get the kill easily. The camp's going to be a little protected for the moment. Core's going to hold two of them into place. They're putting a lot of attention onto the Disruptor, but they haven't been able to secure the kill. Over the top they go. They'll take away the life of Gilgear. And really awkward start to the fight for one move. Benjamin's going to try and hold it down with a defensive use of the freezing field. Will cancel the blast. Oh, lucky. Stops the Darkseid from getting the combo out with the chain control. Afterlife. He'll blow up to the mines. Now Makushi's forced to use a defensive BKB and TP out. But Nemiga, signs of life for them. It's kind of back-to-back fights where they've been able to slowly eke out an advantage. And now it's only a 3,000 deficit.
He did not mean that blast off onto the Darkseid. He just blinked it.
It's what's the cord? You want to try and protect.
Oh, he's on the outside.
Glimmercape's going to give him some protection for the moment under the cover of the Invis. So the damage is there, but the turnaround.
What a frostbite.
Holds. What?
The crit, man.
1500 crit. Mukushi just blows up Vajra. And now they're going to look for the remaining casts as well as Hellscream caught out next to the outpost. There's no escape. It's going to make him work for the kill. Gilgit, he's already looking for the +1 as well, wanting to try and catch up to some more members. It might get violent. No, they canceled the Morphlings TP, and what can they do to keep alive? Waveforms up shortly. Mukushi's on the prowl, and it looks like Violent will just be able to escape.
Oh, barely able to just limp away from that team fight. It was like you said, right? Really early usage of the BKB. They should have felt like they had the...
Connect fast enough. And Rolling Thunder should be there to disrupt the BKB. Still at the ready from Mukushi. So he's going to be able to activate this. Hasn't done so just yet. Now with the Static Storm drop down as well, it might catch him off guard. Mukushi is going to try and turn it back around with the Gold Strength activated. But a retreat is called. Afterlife wants the brawl. The wall's going to get laid down. A lot of damage solid between the two, but the Age is going to get claimed from Violent. And it's all Nemiga in this Roche fight. They're going to be able to hit back, and one move in shambles. Afterlife finds a little nook, but he won't be able... No. Wait, they didn't see him? I guess he's falling low to the illusions.
Oh.
They're able to catch him out with the skewer in the end. His Afterlife, there will be no escaping. A slow and painful charge down. As Violent's going to be able to close the distance with the active strike to block the health and Nemiga. What a call for them to take that fight.
Yep, they end up getting the Roche killed. They end up getting the Aegis. Not a...
In the lane, they're going to be able to get the glimpse back on Panther. Great reactions out of the Force staff though. To get some separation. Looks like they will still be able to get the kill nonetheless. So it'll take them a little bit longer than they were hoping for though.
Panto gets replicated into as well. Not really all that common that you see a CM the target of the morph, but it was value enough if it means that it opens up the map a little bit for them to be able to take advantage of the fact that they've got this Aegis. So another tier 2 will be falling down. Level 20 on Violent as well as he gets into the waveform attacks targets. I mean, one tower.
And they're going to do it soon. It's going to be Aincraft that wants to use the orb for vision. Gilgi's going to wrap all the way around. Look at the positioning. So bad.
Oh, the bait.
Super defensive Mukushi though. They're going to try and sign up to the Magnus. He's going to be able to reposition thanks to the skewer. Up, he's off the mark as well. So the Radiant Ultimate's not really going to provide them a whole lot. All eyes on the Morphling now to turn this fight back into their favor as Mukushi finds a stun onto two, but the cleavers while he blows them up. Mukushi comes in huge with a Sven, but simultaneously Aincrad goes down as well. But one move undone just yet. With a backline stab from Gilgit gets the stun onto two. They've got the Morphling illusion. Nemiga in shambles. They're just getting teared apart one by one. Mukushi though still in some trouble. Is going to try and stand strong and turn. Another illusion for them to work with. Mukushi's not dead just yet. Up to the high ground. Oh, the dodge. The Sven will live to see another day, but everyone else on one move might be in some trouble. As Violent looking for the kill into Gilgit. They've got the gem to cancel the TP. Down goes to Spirit Breaker. Mukushi does live. At least that's something that goes the way of one move in the end.
It's a scary Morphling, isn't it, dude? Like, look at all that damage. 7.2k, and I'm pretty sure that didn't even cover the full fight, right? Like, very minimal impact coming through from the Pangolier. Really good bait, though, in terms of his illusion. He just had a...
Nice read. Melry, what the hell, dude? What a read. Sobad's ready to jump in. BKB's going to be able to protect Aincrad for the moment. Off the left side, they want to take Sobad out of the equation. That's a dieback for him, so no disruptor. A 4-on-5 fight. Nemiga, can they do it with the numbers disadvantage? Panther put out of position. Melrain sees an opportunity to try going with the Rolling Thunder. Meanwhile, in the middle of the fight, they go Violent. The Morphling caught out with his pants down, and now it's an all-out retreat. Vajra won't be able to escape. Gilgit finds the first hit. Bash. Down goes Vazir, and all the hopes of Nemiga with being able to contest this next Roche.
Time.
It's gonna be an approach towards the top side. They don't really care about mid.
Oh.
There's the attempt. Sewer deep in. Of course, he's got the Aegis, but
damage.
they just blew him up. Violence to use
Disruptor's there, man.
Necessarily, but with the static storm to set up, there's going to be no response. That is a huge defense from Nemiga, exactly like we were mentioning with the skill play. Now, Ankrad, he's going to get glimpsed back as well. Face shift, not going to matter.
No buyback.
Oh.
Hey, this is the power of information, or rather lack of, right? So bad until the next bounty rune is up. You had Afterlife go and secure the one just then, which brings Sven 40 gold away from buyback. If he gets the next one, it'll give one up.
He's going to get surrounded. Really nicely done. So bad of Vazir. Able to get a glimpse of where the Darks is playing. Should be able to secure the kill. Back to mid though. Violent might go down. Oh, stands strong. The support turn. Gilgi with the cheese. He's actually going to go in because Mikushi's back alive. They're able to get the stun into Hellscream, so at least the Morphling's able to escape. So in the end, it's going to be a trade across the map, but of course you did lose Afterlife as well.
Okay, good. I thought Techies would get away. The hero's busted it up as it is. Surely it can't survive this late in the game. But
go. Even though they've got the deficit, they're the ones with all the objective damage to their name.
Asha's doing a ton of damage.
Might be in some trouble though. Equipe's going to be expended, looking for the RP target. Might turn to Mikushi.
You're very happy. If you could just run.
Can they do so though? Mag, Hex is out. They're super hesitant, but the Beekeeper's on cooldown. I mean, we're so bad. Disruptor's ready on the wings, waiting for an opportunity with the static storm. Could be clutch to turn the fight back around. Gilgi onto the Morphling they go. Use control for the moment. Mikushi gets to drop the static storm. It's onto multiple RP as well. With Violet standing strong, they're going to have plenty of damage to blow up the Dark Seer. Sven's gone too, and why not add another one? Glimpse back Panto. At least for one move, all of these heroes do have buyback, but this game is completely turned, and all the momentum is in Nemiga's favor.
Yeah, you got the buyback, but Sven, still 25 seconds for that God Strength. It just... I said they had to go for the full-on run, but good on Nemiga for being able to back off just far enough, because one move feel pressured to take that fight. They've committed so heavily, right? They've used the God Strength, they've used the BKB on 2 different targets, they've used the Rolling Thunder, they even used a refresher that Gilgi has been able to pick up at this stage just to try and go for that chain stun, but it wasn't enough. They were able to reposition themselves for another great static storm by Sobad.
How do you deal with this man now? Something needs to change, right? These static storms are they're completely turning these fights around.
I mean, you know where they're generally set up, so it's about finding that full-on wraparound to be able to find the backlines.
Triple buyback, heavy commitment, and they get nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a disruptor. They can't just bring them back. They're like, all right, let's wait for Roche. Why not? Lanes are going to be pushing in. We've already taken your tier 3, and now you've given us a big win condition.
Wow.
Even with those buybacks, the net worth lead didn't really grow that much. They'll also see as well that they've had an observer ward that's basically had 3/4 of its duration just sitting in the base the entire time. So they're like, man, probably should have de-warded that. Right now, they're just choking them out right now. Playing around that high ground vision. Techies playing around the bottom side, probably just going to lay down the proximity mine right on top of where Roshan's about to respawn. They're going to be rewarded for that good play as well in 5 seconds. So things just on the up and up for Nemiga. It's just a matter of closing out the game.
There's the one nice thing for one move is that they do have a lineup that has a lot of ease with being able to defend the base against super creeps and eventually potentially against megas as well. So we'll be able to get the lanes in a position where they can look to make a play off the back of the smoke.
I really like this move. Like it's all about finding the full wraparound, man. They've got to just jump into the disruptor first every single time. So it's either hard right or hard left. They can't go through that main stairs where they've got the Techies bomb set up.
Look at his position. So bad. He's all the way down to the south. putting himself in such a difficult position to get caught out. Dashes off the mark with the RP. It's a pretty decent start for one move. But where's Mukushi? Sven's trying to find an anchor to get the jump in, but the static storm so bad. He starts before the Sven's able to do so. There's going to be no follow-up inside it though, so Sven's okay for the moment. Mukushi turns. A BKB with the gold strength activated. He's able to try and find the stun, but Mukushi's getting controlled. Unable to right-click. Disarm's out now as well. A secondary dieback, and as a result, there's going to be no way one move can come out on top in this fight by the Roche Pit, and probably in the game as well, as all their hopes are on Ankrad and Gilgi's buyback.
Yeah, they've even just using the boost of travel in on multiple heroes to be able to just go straight into that mid lane. Looking to try and put a little bit of pressure on as well, just keep them away on the back of the techies while Vaja does the dirty work, taking out the rest of the base. And this is going to be a 2-0 for Nemiga. What a performance from them.
It's a huge victory. And Crad, what can you do? They're going to call it not even an attempt. G's are dropped, and like you said, a 2-0 victory. One move, they were 2-0 prior to this series. They're going to, as a result though, their first defeat of the tour. And Nemiga, that is huge for them as well. 2-2, and a pretty
smiles ear to ear. Look at those cams, you know, just big.
Any place that I go, I know you hate that. I've been doing fine. I'm not wasting any more